back to the Lily J Show on 95.9 FM WOBU. And if you're just now joining us, I'm here with Odd Perry Richardson. So, again, thank you for being on my show today.
Thank you so much for having me, Lily.
Of course. So, can you tell my audience a little bit about yourself?
So, my name is Odd Perry Richardson, and I am a local artist and creative arts teacher here in Cleveland, Ohio. I work with an organization called Erie Ink. Our motto is that we are a writing space for youth. So we do a lot of creative writing activities, workshops in the greater Cleveland area, both in and out of school.
What did you want to do when you were a kid?
Well, depending on how far back you go, I mean, I wanted to be a wizard at some point, so.
We all have those dreams.
Yeah. Eventually, when I got a bit older, I took up drawing and illustration.
It was your hobby that you would just do on
Exactly.
your free time?
I was a huge fan of comics and manga and animation, and so I would copy characters that I love to draw, and rather than trace them, I would actually try to draw them, with my own hand. And eventually, I got to the point where I realized this is something that I want to do when
something that makes you happy.
I'm older. Exactly. It's just a wonderful experience all around. And so eventually I applied to the Cleveland, I went to the Cleveland School of Arts and majored in visual arts there. And then once I graduated high school, I went on to go to CIA. And so I also work as a graphic designer and an illustrator here in Cleveland.
So what inspires you?
So many things inspire me. It's a really good question.
Like when you're drawing, then you're like, oh, I can't think of anything right now. And what do you look at for inspiration?
Oh, so definitely artists who have inspired me. Sometimes it's like friends that I have
that are also artists.
That are also artists. Things that exist out in the world. I'm a huge metalhead, and a lot of the music that I listen to also inspires the type of art that I do. And then, of course, artists that I appreciated growing up, whether it be from their stories, their comics, and or TV shows and the like.
So, when you get artist block and you're like, let me just go get some fresh air real quick, and you walk outside and then you see something that inspires you. That's what,
That has happened before.
That happens to me sometimes when I can't think of anything for a song.
Yeah, you sometimes just need to stretch your legs.
You just need to stretch your legs, and then you see the thing. It was right there in your face the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, we'll be right back after this break, because we gotta pay some bills. Welcome back to the Lily J Show on 95.9 FM WOBU. And if you're just now joining us, I'm here with Mr. Odd from Erie Ink. So now, we were talking a little bit before the interview just to get to know each other. Mm-hmm. And so we started talking about books. Because, of course, you're an artist and an illustrator. So, of course, you want to look at books that have, those illustrations. And so I just want to talk about this one book that I was telling you about, the invention of Hugo Cabret, because we got very off topic, and we were talking about black and white movies and books and all that stuff. So you said that you were gonna put it on your read list, but let me explain it to the people who might not know what I'm talking about. The invention of the Hugo Cabret is just a book about family, honesty. It has a couple myths in there. Yes, so it's pretty interesting, and I'll give you guys a little snippet. I'll give it to you, too, because I know you said you might want to read it. An 11-year-old boy, no, a 12-year-old boy who lives by himself in a train station, who works on clocks, who meets a grumpy old man named I'm not going to tell you the names, a 12-year-old girl, and then man, I just finished this book. I should know. And a woman married to the man, and so they all hate each other at one point, but then they all become friends. But read the book, people. Read the book. It's a very good book. It's a very good book.
Is that mostly explained in like words in the book?
Kind of.
All right.
So let's talk about this big event you all have coming up. What's the name of it? When is it?
So
how can we get tickets?
At Lake Erie Ink, we have an annual Kids Comic-Con. This year will actually be our 12th annual Kids Comic-Con. Our motto for this year, or slogan, is Ignite Your Imagination. And for the first time in 12 years, it's actually going to be hosted not at Lake Erie Ink's headquarters over in Coventry, but it's actually going to be at the Cleveland Museum of Art's Community Arts Center at the Pivot Center. So not at the Cleveland Museum of Art itself, but just like an area that they own. Yeah, it's located on West 25th Street, specifically 2937 West 25th Street.
All right. So when is it?
So it is going to be on Saturday, March
1st.
March 2nd. So it is going to be on the 1st as well. So let me rephrase that. It's going to be on Friday, March 1st at the MoCA Museum. So the MoCA is the Museum of Contemporary Art over at University Circle, but this is a program from 3 to 5 that is specifically for teens. It's like a teen pregame party. There will be cosplaying, there'll be trivia, games, mocktails, prizes. It's going to be hosted by a local event coordinator and cosplayer, Candy B Cosplay, and that takes place from 3 to 5, that takes place from 5 to 8 on March 1st. So 5 to 8 p.m. on March 1st.
Well, you'll see me on the March 2nd date, that Saturday, since I'm not a teen yet.
Yes. So March 2nd, that will be from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. at the Pivot Center. So 2937 West 25th Street. And a little more information.
I'm going to get that exact address so people won't.
Exactly, because some people who might be returning from, going the previous years might go to our location, and I want to make sure.
From last year.
Exactly. When it comes to the actual activities and workshops that happen at our Comic-Con, we have a ton of local comic book artists that show up, and so we sometimes have like special guest speakers. Past years, we've had names such as like Brian Azzarello, who worked on the famous comic book series Constantine by DC Comics. We've had Alison Bechdel, who's known for Fun Home, which was also recently made into a Broadway musical production. Tony Isabella, the creator of Black Lightning. And we've even had Dave Pilkey donate to the Comic-Con too.
What?
Yes.
How did I miss out on that? This is my favorite author.
So yes, of Dogman and Captain Underpants.
Oh my gosh. Why did I not know about this before?
He didn't show up to the Comic-Con. Unfortunately, he wasn't able to make it, but he did donate. And so our Comic-Con like a virtual jam with a Nickelodeon artist by the name of Alexia Valentine. That will be from 4 to 5 p.m. Sorry?
Was she on a show?
I'm not entirely sure which show she has worked on at Nickelodeon, but I'm sure she'll be able to give us that information.
Yeah, that's a familiar name, but I just can't put my finger on what Nickelodeon show she is on. Because most of the time the Nickelodeon artists, Nickelodeon will ask them to be on a show.
Right on.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's going to be at 4 to 5 p.m. That is a virtual thing, so anyone can tune in. You can find more information at lakeerieink.org. That's ink spelled I-N-K, not I-N-C.
Gotta make it fun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
A lot of people think that we're a tattoo place until we explain. Explain further that we're like a writing organization. We'll also have panelists, so several local artists such as Vijay Shah, Fern Haught, Miguel Hernandez, Lanisha Hamilton, and Kate Atherton will also be answering questions. That
y'all gotta have me here one day. Y'all just gotta have me just do something here one day.
Oh, absolutely. You gotta come. It's this Saturday.
I will be there this Saturday. I will try if I don't have a gig.
All right. I really hope to see you there. I think you're going to have an amazing time.
Can I just tell them that I know you and get in for free?
You know what? I think we can make that happen.
Okay. All right, folks. If you're just now joining us, I'm here with Mr. Odd from Lake Erie Ink. We'll be right back after this break because, we got to pay some bills. Welcome back to the Lily Jade Show on 95.9 FM WOVU. And if you're just now joining us, I'm here with Mr. Odd from Lake Erie Ink. So now, what advice would you give to me and other young ladies like myself who want to be successful?
Ooh. Always strive to do the best that you can do, and always strive to even go beyond that if you can. But don't beat yourself up if you don't meet those expectations. As like a young artist, I would sometimes just become so caught up in trying to make something perfect.
Just do the best you can.
And I realized, you know what, this is the best that I can do. I can just like take a breath, step back from it, come back to it a little bit later, and just look at it from a different perspective. And usually that helps you improve, because for a lot of artists, you are your worst critic. So you have to just understand that through practice and through dedication, you will improve.
All right. That's actually great. That's actually some great information.
Thank you.
But now, enough serious stuff. You know this is the Lily Jade Show, and we're here to have fun, you guys. We're here to have fun. Don't think this is just a boring little radio show and I talking. Now, I'm a DJ, you know. You know, Mr. Odd, I'm a DJ. So, it's time for a pop quiz.
Oh no, I did not study for this.
You don't need to study. It's a pop quiz.
Okay, fair. You did say pop quiz.
So, what was your first concert you attended?
Oh my gosh.
Give the name and year.
Oh no, the first concert I attended, the year was 2014.
2000.
So 2014, and it was this black metal band called Behemoth, and it was at the House of Blues.
Okay. What was your last concert you attended? And give the name and year.
The last concert I attended was actually in 2023. It was...
Last year?
Yes. It was at the Agora, and it was Death Clock and Baby Metal. And it was
I don't know anybody that's just here right now.
Death Clock is a virtual band. It's from a TV show called Metalocalypse, and it was canceled back in 2013. It was canceled back in 2013, wow. And they left it on a cliffhanger. There was like this one rock opera movie that was made, and it ended on a cliffhanger, and it left a lot of fans disappointed.
And no other, like...
Yes, 10 years later. And, you know, I was a teenager at the time. I probably 16 or 17 around that time. But 10 years later, they came back, made a movie that concluded it, and did a world tour, and it was just like recaptured a little piece of my my childhood.
I thought that they were just gonna leave you on the cliffhanger. They do that to all my favorite shows now for some reason, and I'm so mad that they don't come out with another movie. They left me on a cliffhanger for Parent Trap.
Oh no.
Parent Trap.
Like Lindsay Lohan Parent
the
Trap?
Lindsay Lohan Parent Trap. I wanted to see more. During the end, I wanted to see more right after the parents got married again. I wanted to see what was going to happen.
That would have been a good series.
That would have been a good series
Yeah.
to see, like, get a TV show of the family's back together now. Yeah. That would have been good, wouldn't it?
Name it Parent Trapped. Like Edie, like, you know, this is after the fact, right? And now...
Yeah. Parent Trap. Parent Trap. The parents are back together. All right. Who have you seen most in concert?
Who have I seen most in concerts? Man. How many times have I seen... I want to say it was this one band, because again, I'm a pretty big metalhead, and one of my favorite bands is a death metal band called the Black Dahlia Murder, and I've seen them multiple times.
This is radio.
Okay.
Be careful of what you say.
Okay.
Be careful.
And I've seen them the most.
It's a family-friendly show. Be careful when you say the name.
Gotcha. I'll just shorten it to TBDM then.
Okay. Yeah, this is a family-friendly show. We want to be safe when we say.
Noted.
So if you ever come back, family-friendly show. So, who are you happy you got to see that's no longer doing concert, or maybe they have passed away?
Well, it would actually be the same band I previously mentioned. Their frontman unfortunately passed away
You got to
a couple of
see
years
one
ago.
last concert before
Yes.
it happened. Who do you wish you could have seen in concert?
So my favorite musician of all time is the late great Ronnie James Dio.
I don't know who you're talking about.
He was a singer in Black Sabbath at one point, also in a couple of other old like bands like Rainbow, and of course his own project Dio.
Would you listen to baby metal?
I personally don't listen to baby metal. They just were going on the same tour as Death Clock, but I have listened to some of their stuff. And I do enjoy it, but I don't listen to it that often, you know.
Yeah.
But
When you can't find any good metal songs, you'll probably go over to baby metal and see what they have.
yeah, might check out their discography.
Yeah.
And they were really great when it came to their show. Like their concert was amazing, like just the atmosphere.
If you had to pick 3 songs that would tell the story of your life, A, what would those songs be? And B, why?
Ooh, man. If I had to choose 3 songs that told the story of my life, that is a tough one.
I always leave my guests. I always throw them under the bus and make them think all of a sudden.
Yeah.
This is why I didn't want to tell you about it.
Right. Can I come back tomorrow?
No. No. You can email us the answers or send us voice recording.
Let's see. I think
I'll stay here all night. I don't care.
one song would definitely be Kansas's "Miracles Out of Nowhere." It's this beautiful song about just a man coming back into like a connection or reconciliation with his faith. And it's by like the progressive metal, or not progressive metal, but the progressive rock band Kansas. So they also done like "Carry On My Wayward Son" and stuff, and "Dust in the Wind" are some of their more famous songs.
Wait. If you're about to say your other one,
Yeah.
don't yet.
Okay.
Because we'll be right back because we're going to go play that song. Hit it, sound guy or whoever plays the music. Welcome back to the Lily J Show on 95.9 FM WOVU. If you're just not joining us, I just played Mr. Odd's song. So what's your second song?
My second song would have to be "Losing My Insanity," also by Dio. It's from a concept album, and a concept album is like a album that tells a story from start to finish, with each song representing almost like a chapter.
Like a book?
Almost like a book, yeah. And this is a song where it's from the perspective of the villain, saying that he's like losing a part of himself. Like he didn't want to be evil, but he's like losing a part of himself, and now
he's becoming evil.
Yeah. And I know what you're thinking. Wow, how does that relate to the story of your life, right? It's more of the concept of like maybe losing.
Showing both perspectives.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like people are multifaceted. They have multiple sides to who they are, and I just feel like anyone can connect to that.
That is true. Well, we're going to go play that now, so we'll be right back. Welcome back to the Lily Jade Show on 95.9 FM WOVU. And if you're just not joining us, I'm here with Mr. Odd from Lake Erie Ink, and we just played his second song. Now let's hear your last song.
All right, so my last song is by the Flowbots. They're like this hip-hop group from Denver, Colorado. And
Don't get the place messed up.
I really hope I didn't, but I'm pretty sure they're from Denver. They have this one song called "Handlebars." It kind of goes like, I can ride my bike with no handlebars, and it's about a person who starts off small, being able to like ride their bike with no handlebars, but then as time progresses, they start to do more and more impressive things, sometimes for better, sometimes for worse. And it's so about a growth to the point where you might have become like corrupted by by the power. And so for me, that song always meant about the responsibility of people who are in power and who do have influence.
Like if you become too powerful while you're an artist, or
so not necessarily me becoming like too powerful as an artist, but that could happen.
That
you know,
could
like
happen
it could happen,
you
right?
get too much fame and all that stuff,
and like
then you
let
just
it go to your head.
And let it go to your head, and then forget about everybody else surrounded by you.
Yeah. So so for me, it's a song where it's just to remind yourself to like stay humble, and if you get into a position of power or influence,
don't
to be
let
responsible
it get to your
with
head.
it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, we'll be right back so we can play your last song. Welcome back to the Lily Jade Show on 95.9 FM WOVU. And if you're just now joining us, I'm here with Mr. Odd from Lake Erie Ink. And now, we just played your last song. Man, thank you for being on my show today.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. So how can we follow you and stay on the lookout for what you are doing with Lake Erie Ink and like just for yourself?
So when it comes to Lake Erie Ink specific things, there's always our website. That's lakeerieink.org, ink spelled INK. For like my personal stuff, I have my website, which is oddcomics.com. Comics is spelled with an X, so it'll be ODCOMIX. I also have an Instagram under the same @ so ODCOMIX. And, you know, I like sell my artwork and shirts. I do have an Etsy shop that is also under the same name. But yeah, that's primarily how you'll be able to find out the things that I'm up to, and also check out my work.
Mm-hmm. Real quick, you think that we can do a collaboration?
Oh, I would love to.
You make comics, right?
I do.
You think you can make me a personalized comic?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Again, about the Comic Con thing, can you tell us how we can get to there, when it is, and how we can get tickets?
So you register at lakeerieink.org. It is located at the Pivot Center at 2937 West 25th Street in Cleveland, Ohio. It will be from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. And there is also, and this will happen on March 2nd. On March 1st, we have the teen pregame party, which is going to be located at the Museum of Contemporary Arts and University Circle. That takes place from 5 to 8 p.m. Registration also can be done at lakeerieink.org.
Well, thank you again for being on my show today.
And thank you for having me, Lily.
Of course. Alright, you can follow me on all social media platforms at The Lily Jade Show. And also you can go to my website, The Lily Jade Show, for my book, From the Booth, or you can get it on Amazon. This is your girl, DJ Lily Jade, signing out. Peace.